and it's completely out of touch, and it's an insult to the intelligence of the American people and its lived experience.
The suspect in the murder of United Healthcare's CEO remains in jail here in Pennsylvania tonight, fighting extradition to New York. Just before entering the courthouse, Luigi Mangione was seen pulling away from sheriff's deputies and yelling about injustice. Tonight, for the first time, we're hearing from Mangione's lawyer. Altoona criminal defense attorney Tom Dickey tells reporters he's seen no evidence that Mangione killed Brian Thompson.
And if the government charges a person with a crime, they have to prove that, okay? And they have to have some evidence, all right? So, you know, we got it. Like I said, you can look on this table, and here's all the evidence I have right here, guys. So zoom in. I suppose you want to. Nothing. I've seen nothing. I have nothing.
But police say they have plenty of evidence. In addition to being spotted in a similar outfit as the shooter, police say Mangione was in possession of a 3D printed pistol and suppressor consistent with the murder weapon. And they say they found a 3-page handwritten note that could indicate a motive.
What we're seeing is that it appears that he had a grudge. He had some kind of ill will toward corporate America, specifically, though, toward the healthcare industry. From his social media postings, we can see that he is posting an x-ray of looks like a spinal injury, and we're learning that he possibly did suffer an accident that caused him to visit the emergency room back in July 4th of 2023. So we believe he suffered some sort of injury that may have initiated this action.
Police also believe Mangione spent some amount of time here in Pittsburgh in the days between the shooting in Manhattan and his arrest in Altoona. Jennifer Borrasso is live with some new details on his timeline. Jen.
That's right, Ken. Luigi Mangione, sources tell me, had a bus ticket with the city's name on it. But they tell me, sources, that there haven't been any sightings of him so far, and no one has come forward. Now, state police telling me they are trying to retrace his steps. Luigi Mangione, the 26-year-old University of Pennsylvania graduate, suspected of gunning down United Healthcare CEO outside a New York City hotel, yelled at reporters as he was being led into a Pennsylvania courthouse for his first extradition hearing.
And it's completely out of touch, and it's an insult to the intelligence of the American people.
Mangione's lawyer said his client pleaded not guilty to the gun and fraud charges he faces in Pennsylvania.
There's news reports already going out that he waived his extradition. He did not do that. And so that's why we wanted to make sure we're going to use the process and use the Constitution and the rights that are available.
Monday morning in Altoona, PA, about 300 miles from the crime scene, Mangione was cuffed and taken into custody at a McDonald's, where a customer recognized him by surveillance images. A worker called 911. Altoona police say he was shaking nervously when officers confronted him. They say he showed them a fake ID and found a 3D printed gun and a handwritten note that explained a possible motive, slamming the insurance industry. CBS News talked with a former boss and friend of Mangione. R.J. Martin founded Surf Break, the co-living space where Mangione lived in Honolulu from January 2022 through June of 2022. Martin says Mangione was always active, but hurt his back and dealt with extreme pain from time to time.
You know, I knew it was an issue. I knew it inhibited from doing a lot of activities he wanted to. But when he wasn't in pain, he was extremely active. But I do know that he was suffering from a spinal misalignment that had been ongoing for quite some time.
His friend never heard him justify violence in activism.
Never once mentioned anything about violence. He wasn't like into boxing or guns or MMA.
On paper, it appeared Mangione had it all. Raised in a wealthy family, bachelor and master's degrees from an Ivy League school, and a good job as a data engineer at a car buying website. Martin says the crimes Mangione is accused of are absolutely out of character.
It's incomprehensible, the Luigi I knew. I mean, he was kind and thoughtful. We cooked meals together. We had great conversations. I just feel heartbroken, you know, somebody that I loved and cared about, you know, that could have done something so hideous.
And investigators say there doesn't appear to be anything linking Mangione to Altoona. Meantime, the district attorney in Blair County confirming that he is fighting extradition. He's being held without bond. Reporting live in downtown Pittsburgh, Jennifer Borrasso, KDKA-TV News.